What colour is your parachute? A review. What colour is your parachute? The annually updated Job Seeker's Manual by American author Richard Bolles hasn't sold millions of copies because of its colourful cover or unusual title. While it is, at its core, a compilation of effective advice for job hunters in the ever-changing job market, the book endures because it is relevant to societies changing over time. It delves into the human issues relating to employment and the emotional and psychological aspects of unemployment and job hunting. First published in 1970, when the act of changing careers was sometimes referred to as bailing out, with the connotations of parachuting from a plane, the book has become an international bestseller. Part of the charm of What Colour is Your Parachute is its colloquial style, which engages the reader, giving the book a warm and relaxed tone, which serves to transform the subject matter into something altogether less dry and more interesting. While many self-improvement and self-help books can be too wordy and serious, Bolles's style is friendly, accessible, and at times delightfully eccentric. An unconventional sense of humour provides a refreshing counterpoint to the book's more serious content. Bolles begins by providing a context, the state of the current job market. Even in difficult economic times, he claims, the number of job vacancies usually exceeds the number of job hunters. In this environment, he gives insight into employer mentality, advises on application and interview techniques, and discusses everything from choosing the proper paper for a CV to initiating a productive discussion about salary. Given the wide range of topics discussed, the most efficient approach to this book is probably to tackle it with a pick-and-choose attitude. It is unlikely that all its advice will be useful to everyone. Tech-savvy graduates may roll their eyes at the obvious statement that the internet serves as a modern-day CV, but may not be familiar with the etiquette of the face-to-face interview. Whatever your profession or experience, however, there will always be some relevant advice. Bolles's job hunting strategy begins with the idea that finding employment is not about attempting to fit yourself into a specific position within a company. Instead, employment comes from elevating your level of self-awareness, realizing your own particular skills and qualities, and then creating a space for yourself in which you will be successful. Simply put, once you understand your own identity, you will be able to identify a place that needs someone with that identity and persuade them to hire you, even though they might not be recruiting. Whether this strategy holds true in today's ruthless job market or not is up for debate, but Bolles uses this theory to justify an in-depth discussion of self-awareness. Creating a professional identity, recognizing one's own interests, and enhancing individual specialized skills take up a large part of the book. It is obvious that enhancing self-awareness is not a passive task. Indeed, what makes this book stand out from many of its peers is its interactive nature, as it makes demands of its reader in the form of lengthy, meticulous diagrams and exercises to be completed. One in particular, a detailed and complex activity called the flower diagram, which is designed to develop self-awareness and understanding of identity, comes with 75 or so pages of guidelines and instructions. Undertaking this exercise calls for honest introspection and deep self-analysis. If one criticism can be made of this book, it is that it cannot be used to its full advantage without considerable reader input and effort. Although I found the many exercises and introspection invaluable, they would perhaps seem less relevant to experienced professionals or job hunters. Would you be interested in reading this book?
Yes, I would. In particular, the idea of raising one's self-awareness is challenging and can prove very helpful in leading a successful and balanced life in general, not only career-wise. On the other hand, the lengthy instructions and exercises might be a bit off-putting.
Are there any specific questions you would want it to answer?
How I can be successful when I ask for a pay rise, negotiate my salary, how I can get a promotion, etc.
Have you ever tried to find a job? How did you go about it?
I searched newspaper and online job ads. I asked my friends if they had heard of any vacancies. I sent my CV to various companies, irrespective of whether they had openings, etc.